Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Playwright setup and kickstart. Okay. To continue working in a Playwright, must we have to do the setup. So I'll show you how to do the setup of Playwright project creation. Okay. So let's open a Visual Studio here. Once you open the Visual Studio, if folder is already created, you can open that folder. Okay. If not created, just create one folder in your directories. Go back to your C drive, any of the directory. It's not like any specific directory you have to go. Playwright project. I just mentioned PWD Pro. So here you can say open folder. Go to folder section, downloads, documents, PW Pro, select folder. Once you open the folder, this is an empty file. Okay, we just open the folder. Now, we are not configured a Playwright here. We are not at all installed Playwright here. Okay. So now it is empty folder, not mapped to any programming language right now. Okay. To set up the Playwright, open Playwright official document. So it's a playwright.dev is the URL to navigate to the Playwright official document. You can see here the step-by-step information. So get started. So see here, install Playwright. So if you click on here, how to install Playwright. To install the Playwright, we always use this command, npm init playwright at latest. Latest means install the latest version of Playwright. If you want to install any specific version, just give the version number here. Okay. So let's do it. Once you open the project folder here, go to a terminal, new terminal. So once you open the terminal, by default, it is in same directory. Okay. Just enter the command npm init playwright at latest. If you see the same command, here you can see npm init playwright at latest. This is the command we used. Enter. So now it is doing installation of Playwright. So here, need to install Playwright. Following packages needs to be here. So just hit the click operational S. Right now it is installing 1.17.139 version. So getting started with the writing end-to-end test with a Playwright. So by default, this Playwright project setup, by default, it will take TypeScript only. Okay. Do you want to use TypeScript or JavaScript? I just want to use the TypeScript here. I'm just creating this project with the TypeScript. Yes. So where to put your end-to-end test? By default, Playwright itself, they are providing one folder to maintain the entire test cases. So the folder is here, test. I'm just keeping as it is. So add a GitHub Actions workflow. So right now, if you want to add it, you can mention true. Otherwise, you can go with the false. So by default, it is asking install Playwright browsers can be done manually or NPX Playwright install. So let's make it as a true. So now it is initializing the npm latest versions, all these things, installing Playwright test. So this is the command npm install save dev at Playwright test. So it is creating the entire structure of the Playwright. So still the installation is in progress only. Otherwise, you can use this official document to follow the step-by-step process. Okay, by default, it will take the TypeScript code only. So if you want any other like JavaScript, just mention which programming language you are just using to develop the test cases in your project. Okay. Still, this is in progress only. Just wait a minute. Now the Playwright setup is completed. So once it is completed successfully, you all are able to see this message. Happy hacking. That means you are completed successfully Playwright setup. Okay. So this setup is belongs to a specific folder. Right now we just opened a PW Pro browser, right? So this is applicable for this one. If you want to create a new folder, then again you have to set up the Playwright. To set up a Playwright, it's a very simple command. You can use npm init playwright at latest. That's it. Okay, directly it give the instructions to us like what are the instructions we just got here. So it is install the packages and audit 4 packages. So here you can see, do you want to use TypeScript or JavaScript? Just mention these things will be enough to set up the Playwright project. Okay. And coming back to here, we have this is a default setup. Playwright itself, it is not an automation tool. It is completely a framework. Okay. So within this framework, you can see, let's main thing you have to know this stuff very well. Okay. Node underscore modules. These all are the inbuilt modules of Playwright. Okay. What are the functions it's built by Playwright? You can see all this stuff here. Okay. And test is the folder here itself. Going forward, what are the test cases you are going to automate? Always create those test scenarios inside this test folder only. For example, right click on here, right click. Whenever you are creating any test, always maintain example.spec.ts. So the extension is very important. Spec.ts is mandatory. You can use any naming conversion file name. I'm just using same name, sample.spec.ts. TS means TypeScript. Once you create this file, you can do the development here. So this is a default structure. And coming back to here, this is a Playwright config file. This is a very, very important stuff. If you go to here, this is the test folder. As I said, Playwright by default, it takes the test folder directly to create the test cases. Okay. If you want to run the scripts in parallelly, just enable these options. If we go down, so see here the project browser categories, it's enabled. Chromium, Firefox and WebKit. These 3 things are configured by default. So some of the things which is related to mobile, so it depends upon which category you're working. According to that, you can enable what are the things here. So this is package.json file. If you compare this Playwright with the Selenium, so in a Selenium, we create pom.xml file to create a Maven project, right? The similar way in a Playwright, we just create the package.json file. It will create automatically. Once you set up the Playwright, by default, it will create this entire folder structure. If you want to add a few more things or few more libraries as per your requirement, yes, you can do that. Customize library folders, utility files. Yes, you can do create as per your requirement. So this is what today's session. So the installation of Playwright in a Visual Studio. So we'll connect tomorrow. I'll show you how to execute one particular scenario in a Playwright. Thanks to you all.